All right, how's it going, everyone? Just wanted to give a quick how-to for indexing spark plugs on the Mercedes AMG M157 engine. For those out there who have tuned cars, it's pretty well known that spark plugs are a maintenance item that need to be kept up on pretty regularly. I think 15 to 20,000 miles is really the most you want to go on a tuned car. I know Mercedes factory spec is like 50,000 miles on a stock car, which is probably fine. But indexing plugs is a hot topic where Mercedes released a bulletin outlining how it is critical that the spark plug is pointed in a particular direction in relation to the direct injector nozzle tip. So a couple things involved with that. Spark plugs, typically you can run a one-step colder NGK plug. Here's a part number for your reference. I bought these off of FCP Euro. They're about $13 each. You will want to also modify the gap on the plug. So I think factory gap out of the box is like 31 thousandths. You're going to want to close the gap to 22 to 24 thousandths. Tool that makes it really handy to do that is this little guy right here. Just thread in your spark plug and get a feeler gauge and just slowly kind of less is more with this thing. It's very easy to make the gap too small, but these are like $20 on Amazon, I think. Aside from that, the actual orientation of the spark plug. So the direct injectors basically point directly into the center of the cylinder, and then your spark plugs are coming in from the side down below. So you'll have your holes along the side here. And I'll grab a plug for reference. So it's critical that the actual strap, the open end of the plug, is facing that injector the best you can. So Mercedes has a 45-degree window from side to side, so it's a total of 90-degree sweep. So you want that plug essentially to be facing from here to here towards that injector. So just kind of for a visual reference, like this is acceptable, this is acceptable, this is acceptable, but all the way turned around is not good. Something going on with the flame front or something allegedly causes piston damage. I don't know how truthful that is because people have been beating the shit out of these cars for years, and some people have better luck than others. The NGK plugs, the quality control on these is not great in regards to where the thread begins at. So there's one thread engagement point on the head and one thread engagement point on your plug. So you buy these plugs, some of them will index perfectly, some of them will be way off. So 8-cylinder car, I bought 12 plugs with the expectation that some of these plugs will not index no matter what you do. You don't want to over torque these to try to get them to index. Aluminum cylinder heads, you can strip the threads out, and then you're really up shit's creek. So the OE Mercedes plugs apparently are a lot easier to index. However, they're not one-step colder heat range. Some people on the internet have recommended that the OE plug is perfectly fine if you close the gap. They are more expensive as well. So I am going through the hassle of putting a plug in, checking it, judging it if it's good or not. You can use a camera or a mirror to verify. And how I do that is I actually mark with a Sharpie on the plug in relation to the open end of the electrode. And I just eyeball that. And then once you thread that plug in, you can get a mirror or a camera, and you'll be able to see your little index mark and kind of judge which way it's pointing in there. There are a couple of companies that sell shims, washer shims that go on the plug. I didn't have much luck finding the correct size for these plugs. I know they're out there, but I just went out and bought a couple extra plugs and then just returned the ones that didn't index, cleaned them up, put them back in the box, returned them to FCP Euro or Riley's, wherever you get them from. Torque spec for these is 23 Newton meters. So get your little nice name brand 3/8 torque wrench. Flex head is highly advised, makes it a lot easier. Also this little guy here, this is a special socket. I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $15 or $20. Fantastic tool. It's got a magnet inside, and it has the wobble built in. Makes it really easy to get these plugs started and in and out without a whole lot of hassle. But that's basically it. And thanks for watching.